What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's me, Derek Soto, in the middle of Times Square, also known as the reason why native New Yorkers don't come here. But I'm sitting here with 5 non-New Yorkers, 5 badass people from Vancouver, Canada today. I'm here with Neck of the Woods. How are you guys doing?
So good.
You have to talk
so
into the
good.
microphone.
We're all so good.
So good.
It's so good.
It's fantastic to be here.
It's pretty good.
Excited to be here.
You guys sound so happy because you all have beer. And I have one too, but I can't crack open it yet because then it's going to be really bad. But, pussy. So, what I want to know, you guys played last night in Brooklyn at Gold Sounds. It's fantastic. First song in, kid breaks his arm. Ambulance, sirens, the whole 9. No one knows what's going on. What the hell was going on through your mind when that happened? Or at least,
As soon as I was
out.
yelling and looking down, and as soon as I looked up and the crowd was like scattering towards flashing lights and sirens, I was a little bit concerned. I was like, oh man, did we like blow it or something? Like, did they leave for a particular reason? You saw him go down though, didn't you?
I saw the kid break his arm. I just thought, whoa, that kid got excited really quick, and his night ended a lot earlier than he was expecting.
I thought it was great because Jeff said, I saw some lights outside. I hope everybody's okay. And then all I hear was, no, this guy broke his arm right here. We had to go help him out.
yeah, a whole bunch of the kids just ran off. Like, they were just offended that you guys were performing that night. I was just like, what the fuck happened? I was like, I don't get it. And then that happened, and we saw sirens, and it was scary as hell. So, I mean, it was a phenomenal set last night. Really
you.
good. So, your first time on the East Coast,
Yes.
of course. Where have you usually played in the United States?
We're from Western Canada, so like we live in Vancouver, British Columbia. So we've played in Seattle, Tacoma, Olympia. So we, generally speaking, are in the Washington area, and
Okay.
The provinces we tend to play are just the ones that are closest to us, like British Columbia and Alberta. But now we're starting to branch out. We're all set and geared and ready to tour the States relentlessly. So we're going to be hammering as much of America and
As
across Canada as
possible.
possible. Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
And it's great because, Canada's awesome, but there's huge drives in between the cities. So sometimes you're doing 8-9 hour drives, and there's nothing in between. So when you come to the States and things go a little closer together, things go a little smoother.
Well, you guys are driving to Detroit later tonight, is that correct?
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
we're going to go halfway to Detroit. So
Okay, so point
Yeah.
proven that, a 10-hour drive just means that there's nothing around. I totally get that.
not uncommon.
So how long have you guys been around in existence? How long has Neck of the Woods been around?
Since technically about 2013,
Okay.
we had this idea where we were just going to start jamming and writing songs without telling anybody. So we got the band together and had a set's worth of material.
Okay.
And we were ready to go, and then we looked for a show and had it, and so we kind of debuted the band 100% ready to go, and that was kind of the plan all along.
And your plan has been succeeding for the most part, correct?
Yeah, we've been pretty happy with what we've done so far.
Share the microphone.
Before Jer and I were in the band, we saw Neck of the Woods, and we were like, we got to get rid of that bass player and drummer. We got to get in. We got to get in on that action.
It's time for me to open my beer.
Attaboy. Cheers.
Here, here.
Thanks, buddy. Happy to be here with you.
Thank you.
You're rad.
We were supposed to save that for the end, but nope.
No, man. Let's get amongst it.
It's fantastic. I love Tecate. But so yeah, you guys just came in recently. You've been around for 2 years,
2.5 or so years.
two and a half years.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. It shows because there's a lot of fluidity up on that stage, and it's freaking. I love it because I didn't listen to the album. You gave me the album a month and a half ago. Just a little quick FYI. This is the second day I'm hanging out with these guys, but my first time meeting them was yesterday. So I guess we're all like buddy now, and
So we didn't scare him off.
the Brady Bunch over here. That's it. So it's not too bad. But yeah, let's talk about Passengers. Let's talk about the
Passenger. We released
yes.
that record in September of last year. We released it on Basic Records in the UK, just within the UK, and so far it's been a lot of fun, really well received. We've been performing that record almost in its entirety for the majority of this tour, and it's been going really, really well.
And you guys have been featured in other magazines and publications, as you told me yesterday. You were featured in Decibel.
Yeah, and Metal Hammer did a review of our record as well.
Nice.
Nice.
So everybody's picking up The Passenger. Everybody.
Yeah, it's coming together, man. It seems like people are enjoying it, and I mean, ultimately, we enjoy playing it, so that was kind of the goal.
So what makes this is your first album, correct?
Yeah, it's our sophomore.
Okay, it's a sophomore album. Excuse me. So what makes this album different as compared to other Canadian bands out there, or even in Vancouver? How does your album strike a different chord?
We've got a pretty diverse range of inspiration. Like, all of us are all in really different veins of music, and we all have really different backgrounds. So we bring to the table a lot of different kind of parts to put together the puzzle that is Neck of the Woods.
Okay, so what are your influences primarily? What were the influences that went towards this record?
Yeah, we'll start one end to the other.
Hey!
Well, mine was a lot of Fallujah, as you can tell.
Clearly.
Just that drumming aspect, just trying to bring that into, again, like Jeff was saying, like a different sound was challenging, but I think I did a pretty good job at it.
Let's. We're gonna go down the line, so I guess
I've been really
everybody's gonna
into
say
stuff like Misery Signals or Convergely, like emotive, kind of like hard on the sleeve, really honest and direct kind of stuff, which I think shows in the Passenger. That's just one of my influences that I'm really excited about.
Well, it shows in your performances. I mean, you guys are very, very out there. You move a lot. There's a lot of interaction. You were jumping off the stage last night, and interacting with the fans and whatnot, and it was great. You were making faces at me while I was taking pictures. You guys were just shredding everywhere, enjoying yourselves. It was a great night, and that's what I love about your band is that you move around. You make it very interactive for people to enjoy it. You're not just standing there like just playing the song and you're not doing that. You're everywhere on the spectrum.
The performance is the reward for the hard work. Like our time on stage that's our reward. We want to be there really bad, and it's a lot of fun. Like, that's the best part of playing in a band is taking the stage.
Nice. Cool.
What are we talking about again? Oh, yeah. That's
we're talking about beer.
Yeah, I don't know, with the sound, I think it's just trying to come up with something fresh and like a modern metal sound. Like, we're not trying to sound like a band, that's from the 80s or anything like that. It's modern, right? Like since I was a kid, I liked Tool and a little more recently Opeth, and these days like Animals as Leaders, and so trying to sound fresh and new. And I don't think anyone else. I'll just yell over the siren.
Thank you. That's how you know we're live at the moment.
Anyway, I think some of the more new school influences are what makes it sound different to other bands in Vancouver.
Between the Buried and Me.
That's
Yeah, Between the Buried and Me is pretty sweet. I don't know. I listen to a lot of not metal, and just trying to write a song that stands alone. You don't need to be shredding the whole time. You can calm it down for a little bit. That's sort of what I like to hear, and I think that we kind of nailed that.
You did actually.
There is the thrashy parts, or whatever you want to call it.
Nail biter.
Parts, yeah.
Nail biter. Also, clearly.
You can just rock out, and it still sounds good. It's still heavy. It's a good, well-written song, in my opinion. That's what I want to hear. So that's what we wrote.
That's the way the cookie crumbles. But I want to know what's next on the Neck of the Woods agenda. Since you're in my neck of the woods, I want to know what's going on in your neck of the woods for the rest of the year. What's going on for the rest of 2018?
We got some cool festivals coming up in Canada, and some more shows on the west coast of the States, and hopefully that's going to continue to branch out east. But we're definitely going to be playing as much as we can, and then trying to write another album at the same time.
So new album next year?
In a perfect world, yes.
Okay, so that means 2020. Yeah, there's no such thing
not
as a
too old,
perfect world. Yeah.
For everyone in the States here, we are going to try to make the most of our year-long visas down here and get over here as much as we can. So
nice.
That's part of the plan.
And those are getting renewed every year. So now that we've branched the border once, you're stuck with us.
Well, that's why I like to hear. That's very good news.
Okay, so you got us forever. I forgot about that. Not just the 1 year.
Hey, 5,000 miles away, and you guys are already home. I'll tell you that much. I'm grateful that you guys came out, and we got to hang out for the past 2 days, and we're still going to hang out in the middle of Manhattan right now at, what time is it? It is almost
beer o'clock.
Exactly. I was going to say 3:30, but screw it, it's beer o'clock. So, happy hour too. So, guys, thank you for coming out. Cheers.
Thank you, Derek.
Cheers to Vancouver. Cheers to you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't pick up the Passenger, you're on crack. And I mean that. You're on a lot of crack. Go pick that album up. It's on iTunes. It's on everywhere, correct?
Spotify, Apple Music.
And there you go. Go out there, pick it up, and pick out the EP too. You guys have another EP as well, but you have one before. Yeah, the debut EP. Go pick those up as well. And for me, and for Marissa Ann, because she's not here at the moment, we like to say, I love beer o'clock. Cheers.
Make America metal again.